When Kent and Rebecca Fraser left for vacation, they never expected to be gone so long.
Pretty extraordinary and just like a whirlwind. And it's just, I don't know, still can't believe that it all happened to us.
On February 7th, Rebecca was moved from a Diamond Princess cruise ship in Japan to a Tokyo hospital where she tested positive for COVID-19. Rebecca only had mild cold symptoms, but was under quarantine in the hospital for 28 days.
One of my big takeaways is definitely that you can't take your freedoms for granted. As I was, sitting there in those first days in the hospital, I was like, oh my gosh, all I want is to be outside and take a walk.
Kent never got the virus, but had to stay on the ship for 17 days alone.
It was still pretty tough. The isolation after a while really gets to you.
Rebecca had to test negative for the virus twice before she could be released from the hospital. It took until March 5th for that to happen. She and Kent then had to wait in Japan another 5 days before they could be cleared to fly home. The two just got back yesterday.
What does it feel like to be you're back home?
It was so great. It was a long journey yesterday. We were up for about 26 hours by the end of it. And it was so good to be home. And it was just good to land in the States.
Are you guys back to work, back to normal? Are you taking a little time while you're home?
I have a couple days probably before I have to go back to work, still talking with the boss about that. So, and Kent will be home for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so I work for Intel, and they have a company-wide policy that anybody that's traveled into areas that there is large amounts of coronavirus that they're asking us to stay home for 2 weeks.
Well, the two said they would still go on another cruise in the future. They got all of their money back plus credits for a future trip. For now, though, they're just happy to be home and are ready to get back to normal.